Dit is Radio 6.
Mr. Maalouf, you're... I played Chet Baker.
Yeah.
Is he an inspiration for you as a trumpet player?
The sound, the voice, everything. I love this kind of soft energies on a trumpet. Usually, most trumpet players play loud and high, and he was totally the contrary of that, and I really love that.
You play, you prefer to play soft?
Yeah, I mean, I love trumpet players who play very loud and high.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to me, yes, I definitely prefer the trumpet when it's soft for me.
Well, let's talk about your trumpet, because that's a special one, isn't it?
It's a trumpet that my father invented in the 60s, and that allows you to play quarter tones, which means you can play Arabic music. And yeah, I come from Arabic background, so it's kind of my mother language.
And in Arab music, there are more notes to play than in...
I mean, there are more quarter tones. Because, in Arabic music, there's not so much harmony. So you create the harmony in a different way. You don't play different notes together in the same time,
mm-hmm.
but the one after the other. And then you create the harmony with time, not instantly. You see what I mean?
It would have been more easy to just play an instrument that was suitable for playing this kind of music.
You're right. But it's my father's idea, so it's a heritage for me, and I try to keep this heritage and try to do it on my way. My father would have wanted me to play traditional Arabic music, but I wanted to play the music that makes me live every day, that makes my heart beat. And this is mixture between Arabic influences and jazz and rock and hip hop.
Is it easy to mix those?
I don't know. I just.
Well, you do it every day.
I mean, yeah, but it's not like it's not patchwork. It's not okay. I'm gonna compose a melody and I will make Arabic trumpet play with qanun and electric bass with a drummer. No, it's just the way it comes to you, and this is how it feels. So you just do it. Most of people would. At the beginning would tell me, why are you doing something that nobody understands? Just put together a band, a normal band, and create your music. And of course, this would not be possible.
You made a movie for a silent... you made the music for a silent movie, a French movie. What's the movie about?
You mean the story?
Yeah? In short, yeah.
It's in short, let's say it's the story of a traveler who gets on his plane, and once he's in the sky, the wind blows him somewhere else, and he lands in a land that he doesn't know, which is called actually Libani, which in 1927 Lebanon did not exist yet,
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of funny to see that Libani that does not exist.
Yeah.
And then there's a story there, and he discovers another world. Let's say.
And then you're asked to make music for this movie.
Yes, it's the French Cinémathèque. It's like a French National Library for cinema.
Mm-hmm.
They have a mission, to bring back old movies, and to do so they sometimes try to collaborate with musicians, with composers, etc. So they asked me to compose the music on this movie so that they republish it and make the people discover the movie again.
How did this work for you? Because did music pop to your mind watching those?
It's I'm also a composer. I actually consider myself to be more a composer than a trumpet player. I spend much more time composing. I actually, between you and me, since we're only two talking, right? I earn more money by composing than by playing trumpet. Playing trumpet is something I do because I love to do it.
Yeah.
But the thing that makes me live today is composing, and this is what I prefer to do actually too. So I spend my time composing, and having picture in front of me is the most inspiring thing ever. I love to compose for movies, and I'm actually starting to do this more and more now. So it was a great pleasure. Just you have images and you have to bring music to that.
I read somewhere that a legendary Miles Davis soundtrack for L'Ascenseur pour les Chevaux was an inspiration for you.
Yes, it was the main inspiration actually.
So the music is comparable then?
I would never say that because I would never put myself on the same level than Miles, of course. But I would say that I tried let's say in a very humble way, of course, I tried to do an ascenseur pour l'échafaud, but with my inspirations, my influences, of course, with the Arabic influence mostly. But let's say, yeah, I mean, it's the same kind of mood. It's very black and white mood, very cinematic mood.
I always think about rain when I hear this Miles Davis soundtrack. Does it rain a lot in this movie?
Definitely. Definitely.